Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Yeah, Sephiroth was himself. Sephiroth, we used to talk all the time. We don't talk anymore.
What you looking at?
Something that's not as beautiful as you, Cloud.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
In my dreams, and you were there.
Okay.
I love you, Cloud.
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right. We'll do.
Go to sleep, baby boy.
Night.
You're so gay. Good night, beautiful.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited.
I was too excited.
Nervous.
Sephiroth told me he loved me.
Was pretty much the same for me. Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Say something, Tifa. Please.
What happened the last time she went up there? That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
Cloud's running all giddy. Like a schoolgirl, toast in his mouth.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Last night was crazy, right, Sephiroth?
Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa, you can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa?
My little girl's going up the mountain with 2
I sure am.
handsome, beautiful boys.
Everyone around here. I'm the best there.
I can't leave her by herself.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For a posterity, sir?
Not today.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on. Where's the harm in that? There? Thanks.
Say cheese.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
My God, Tifa, you're so small.
Guess we were.
Later.
For a while.
The reactor was halfway up Mount Nebel. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air rife with radiation from the power plant. Okay, so we can sprint. Hey, Final Fantasy 16, look at that. A sprint button. That was like the stupidest choice that they ever made. Let's make an open world game with auto sprint that doesn't work. Okay. All right. I wanna go and touch back on what I want to say with Zack. So Zack as a character by himself, pretty boring. The only real interesting thing with Zack, like, cause let's face it, does anyone really care about Angel? No. Let's be honest, you don't. Does anyone really care about Genesis and Loveless? The only people that care about Genesis are the people that are like, did you know that Genesis could be stronger than Sephiroth? Like, I've heard that for years.
You already know this.
Like, who cares?
First of
Right?
its kind. It really put Mount Nebel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in that time.
Like, does anyone care about whatever the director's name was, who I don't remember anymore? No. I know people care about Sisane. Speaking about Sisane,
on trips all over the world like you.
It's really crazy how Zack and Sisane are like the most flirty too in that entire game, and then when you hang out with Aerith, they barely speak to each other. Right? That's very weird. And on top of that, it's like Zack by himself is just boring. The only time Zack has ever been interesting, honestly, besides this game, not counting this one, right, is because he's tied to Cloud. That's it. He was a big like reveal in the original when you go and you look at the photo and you're like, that's not Cloud. Who's that guy? Right? And, you know, that reveal is what made him interesting because he was shrouded in mystery, right? And he's the guy who gave his life to protect Cloud. And then he's the guy who told Cloud to inherit his dream, right?
Not even close to burned out.
Which is also, if you play Crisis Core, as he's dying, he goes, Cloud, you must take my dream for the both of us. And Cloud is like, just looking over his body, like still kind of brain melting from Maka poison, and he's like, I am you. And he's like, good boy, Cloud, good boy. I can die now. Right? It's pretty hilarious. But he died. That was hilarious. But you know, other than that, the only other time Zack has ever had any like interesting thing about him is actually in Kingdom Hearts. It's in Birth by Sleep. It's the only time they ever like really did anything interesting with Zack, right? Because he's just nothing. He's nothing of a character. He is such a blank slate, and even his whole entire relationship with Aerith is also just nothing. Like let me put it in perspective. Have you hung out with Aerith in that game? She sends him letters and stuff, like even before he goes missing for 3 years, and even during that time, he never replies to them. You can't reply to them, right? Whenever he does anything for her, like they just sit there in silence and stare at each other, and it's very weird and awkward. Yes, she confides in him. He confides in her, whatever the word is. I don't know. When Angeal dies, but they don't even do like a big moment. They just like cut away, and it's just him crying, and Aerith is there, and she hugs him, and that's it. And then they never bring it up ever again, really. I think they might have brought it up once, but they never talk about it, honestly. And then after that, he instantly goes on a vacation, and then Sisane's there, and she's like, maybe I'll tell you my real name one day. And then he meets Sisane when they're being chased, and she's like, maybe I'll let you escape. Like, Sisane is like, she really wants that boy. He kind of wants her too. At least more than Aerith. Like, and it even makes more sense. She's done more for him than Aerith has ever done, right? Even like emotionally as well. What is that creature?
I've seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
They don't look like that in the original, do they?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
Okay. Press square attack with Zack, holding the button will allow you to follow up with a sweeping slash. Ah, gotcha. Oh, that's what you mean by sweeping slash.
You're done. Brace yourself. Bye.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
You think?
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Mind if I do, pretty boy? I love you, Cloud. Just flirting right in front of Tifa. Okay. Yeah, so Cloud controls different from Zack. Zack is definitely way more mobile, it seems. I mean, Cloud's just as mobile, kind of, but he's more power focused, right? One of the other things that Well, not other things. I don't know why I said it like that, but one of the things that I'm noticing right now is that we're on our way to yeah, okay. We're on our way to the reactor. And Cloud's like, I can't wait to breathe that clean, crisp mountain air. And we're not even near the reactor yet. And you can already see that this place is being sucked dry. The trees don't have leaves on them except for this one over here, which is very weird. Like, the color of the grass and stuff is so muted and dull. The creatures look like chimeras. And then you got pipes just going through the mountain and stuff. It's like, we're not even at the reactor yet, and everything is just, the planet is being mutated and sucked dry. When alerted, okay, once the gauge fills, combat will ensue. Press square before it fills to jump on your foes or retreat to avoid fighting. Land the first strike, your ATB gauge will fill slightly. Oh, okay.
Take it away.
Okay, press X to open the command menu. From there you can use, okay.
Let's finish this. Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Okay. I want to see how I did that crazy stuff before where I just launched them in the air. That was insane. That's one of the problems that Remake had, part 1 had, is that, like, when it came to aerial combat, you were very limited and it did not feel great. Okay, yeah, we're not even at the reactor yet and everything's going crazy. Whoa.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch.
Let's go, gonna be so cool. Okay, press R1 to block incoming attacks, or circle to move out of harm's way. Successfully blocking an attack will reduce the amount of damage taken and fill your ATB gauge, blocking with perfect timing to render attack ineffective. Okay. Okay, I thought I was building that up. That was an attack they did. I try to block that. Try it again.
It's on now.
Oh, actively dodging out the way also. Okay, also acts kind of as a parry. That's weird. That timing on that is weird.
You're done. Brace yourself. Piece of cake.
One of the things I also noticed, okay, so this game is definitely going to be open world because the camera is zoomed out and I think I have it on the lowest setting. How you doing, Tifa? Lead the way. Am I supposed to be following you? Okay, I'm not sure if those like weird chimera insects are new enemies added to the game because I don't remember them in the original. But I remember these grasshopper looking guys, and I thought that's what they were supposed to be. I just pressed the dodge button in the air just to see what would happen. I got aerial. How did I get that?
You're done.
A lot of things is happening that I don't know how I'm doing it. I like it, but I want to know how it works.
Well done, Trooper.
Thank you.
I got the rest.
Take a moment. So that soldier, obvious soldier. I keep calling him soldier. Infantryman. That infantryman, trooper. That'll be easier. That trooper is obviously Cloud, and they gave him Zack's voice actor. But when he just got hit right there, I could have sworn that's the sound that Cloud makes when he gets hit. That yeah, kind of. Yeah, it kind of sounded like him, right? Alright, you guys need to chill out, man.
Let's finish this. I'll end this.
Oh, clean. And it has like a new little fire effect to it. I don't think they had that fire effect in the original. In part 1.
Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
My controller's vibrating because he's squatting.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
Okay, materia can be set, blah blah blah. Do I even have new materia? Oh, I do. No, I'm good. Okay, 1 star allows you. Okay, that's just the tiers. Set into your equipment will gain ability points with every battle. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So now we have what? Got a lot of stuff. Access materia. Okay. I gotta learn how that crazy wind stuff works. Press triangle to activate unique ability. Punisher mode. Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly but can use blah blah. Additional Cloud launches a counter blow every time he guards. He cannot, however, guard against ranged attack or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to operator.
Well, that's that.
Okay. I mean, okay, Punisher mode feels way different. Way different than it did before. I'm not sure if I like it or not, because it seems like it sets me, like it locks me down to an area. I don't become... Like, even like you couldn't... Like, in Punisher mode in part 1, you couldn't really walk around with it, but you still felt kind of mobile. Right? At least when you press the attack button, you got like a big, like, dashing attack. This one feels like it kind of just...
Bring it on.
I hear it. Gotcha. Okay, can I cancel out of my attack? I just tried to dodge while doing that, so...
It's on now. Steady. Let's finish this.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Bye.
I didn't block that in time. Okay. I mean, I blocked it, but...
Piece of cake.
How do I activate? Because I was doing, like, range attacks and stuff. How do I... Huh. What's my health looking like? Terrible. Health's looking terrible. What do I got? Mega potion? Popping it. Those doom rats? What are those? Were rats? Can I get up there? Can I beat them up? Materia. Yeah, I can just climb up there. Okay. Wind materia. Oh. Look at that. Wait, what? Why did it... Okay, when I pressed pause, I don't know why I did it like that, but that was weird. that wind material going. I'm also level 40.
Hey! Not that way!
Oh, there you are.
It's a dead end! Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I love you, Tifa. Approach locations. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was something that I heard about. Apparently people were upset that, like, it was like the same thing with like Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like, this game has like markers and stuff for where you can climb. I haven't seen any yet, but people were upset about that. Let's be honest. It's Final Fantasy VII, guys.
This way.
It's not Mario. All right?
To think I almost made you our guide.
And one of the hardest things for
Otherwise, you'd have let us straight off a cliff.
all right, I just wanted to hear what they had to say. Tifa, she's like, yes. But one of the hardest things for like game devs, like if you ever saw, like, besides Cuphead, if you ever saw a reviewer, like someone who reviews games, play a game and they start complaining about they don't know where to go, that's the reason why developers put like shining lights and like they paint cliffs and stuff like that to show you where to go, because there's so many times when you see a game get reviewed by a professional, games journalism, right? And they just don't know what they're doing because they have to meet a deadline and they're just blazing through it. They don't take the time to actually like look around, and then they put that as a complaint in the game, and then you get stuff like IGN 7.5, too much water, right? You know? And then the game gets like a bad rap for it, right? Also, for something like Final Fantasy VII, it doesn't really matter. The only instance I can think about where it kind of does matter is that one area in the original where you find a cave and there's a guy in that gives you the mithril to get a great gospel for Aerith for her limit 4, right? And like, that's supposed to kind of be a secret area, but it's really not that hard to find. Excuse me. It's really not that hard to find. So, you know, you're kind of running on a linear path for the most part in FF7. Okay, that took a while to get bright. It's pretty dark. Did I just see like I thought I just saw something. Is that like a glitch or something? What's going on there? Yeah, okay, it was a graphical glitch. Alright. I thought it was like a interactive thing. A lot of mega potions. Ooh, materia. Level boost. Like what? Materia level boost? Increase level link to materia. Yeah, okay. Fire, healing. Well, swap materia. We're gonna put you on heal. That's a smart thing to do, right? I love that you can see the materia on items. I also love that if you look at how big the materia is when you pick it up and where it goes in the items, you just see it shrink in size. Like, for example, I think... Sorry, Sephiroth, let me just look at your waist for a bit. Yeah. Like, he has materia on his belt buckle, and it's so tiny, but like the ones in my sword are big. But if we know Sephiroth, he's anything but tiny, am I right? I love you, beautiful boy. Let me stop doing that noise before my dog gets up and he's like, what are you doing? Stop calling me. Five Nights at Freddy's, is that you? Freddy Foosbar. Oh, I remember you. Okay, so the constant swinging is like something that damages you. Gotcha. So that means you're just constantly open up for counters.
You're done. Brace yourself. See ya, gotta say. That one felt pretty good.
I gotta say, I don't think I really like the new Punisher mode that much. I mean, I still love the active counter, right? But I don't like how it, like, it's a very, like, wide horizontal range. That's good for, like, crowd control, but I felt like the one in part 1 was way better because when you attacked enemy, you kind of, like, your regular attacks kind of drew the enemies into you, right? And you attacked more in kind of like a circle rather than, like, just a horizontal line. And you didn't feel as stationary. You could still kind of move around when you were attacking. But I think that might be a change because, again, we played as Zack earlier, and he controls differently. He has that. He seems to have more mobility than Cloud. So, I mean, it would make sense. Like, why put Zack in the game if we're not going to use him? You know.
The reactor may have
I also don't like how Zack changes his hair.
still pockets of
You know, when he becomes first class,
to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoned.
right? Like, I love second class Zack. I love that hairstyle way better. Like the super mullet that he gets when he joins first class is pretty weird. I mean, it grows on you over time because you see it constantly. Purifier connected to the Mako processing unit. It's a block pushing puzzle.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Oh, I'm just a Roomba? Is that what I'm doing? Is this cord long enough? It's clipping through, so it doesn't matter.
Reduced by 70%. No Mako gas detected.
I ain't gonna lie, after watching Cloud eat that sandwich, I'm pretty hungry. But on top of that, I only ate one thing today, so... And that was at like 4 o'clock in the morning. That was 4 o'clock in the morning the previous day, I think. It's 4 o'clock right now, the next day. 4 o'clock in the morning now. So yeah, I only had one thing to eat in a whole 24 hours. And oh, the moment I just said that, my stomach is now acting up. It's like, yeah, you're hungry. You should probably eat something. And I probably should. Oh my god, but why am I so fat if I don't eat? I know why. Because I made, well, both me and my family, most of my family, but I can't blame them. They didn't know at the time. Made poor choices when I was younger. That's why. But now I'm making better choices, and I've lost 30 pounds since, so I'm very happy with myself. Yeah, I'm still on that track. But then, since I'm looking at every calorie that I eat, at the same time, I'm not malnourished. Of course I'm not. I'm too big to be malnourished. But, like I fill myself up with what I eat, but then after that, since I'm in a deficit, but you just get to the point where you're like, would you really eat something? And I cook most of my food, so like, it's like every time I eat, I have to think about what I'm cooking, and I have to think about how long it'll take, and I usually don't think about cooking until I get hungry, and then I'm looking at the fridge, and I'm like, that's too long. Whatever, I'll just starve. It sounds like I'm super depressed, but it's like, whatever, I'll just starve. I'm just too lazy to start cooking right now. And then I'm in my room and I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. And the hunger passes and I'm like, I'm fine. And then it comes back the second time around. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm so lazy. And it passes and I'm like, I'm fine. And then you get the third time and then your body's like really beating you up. And you're like, okay, I can't ignore it. I gotta like eat a piece of bread.
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
What are you, a child? It's so dangerous. All right, well then let me check it out. I'm the guide. What was that, Cloud? Why'd you do that? That was so weird. You good, Tifa? Okay, God.
Tifa, are you okay?
Not really!
Sephiroth's just hanging. He's like, yeah, whatever.
What are you?
He said, I'm out of here. He just rises. Quit your whining. Get over here. Manhandling her. Oh, he tried. Oh, and he's actually... okay. He's actually upset about it. In the original, like, they go, what about the other guy? And Sephiroth just goes, no time. And then he just walks off. Like, he's real cold-hearted. Oh, and he actually went to look for the guy. Okay. Now...
He's in Fate's hands now.
Now, is this what really happened, or is this Cloud going, guys, I swear Sephiroth was the coolest dude ever?
Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't...
Tifa, I'm like really hungry. I'm sorry.
With us.
Like, it's really attacking my body right now.
I'll be joining you up front this time.
What?
For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
The music! It's like, Sephiroth is now your best friend. He's like, let's go on a date, Cloud. Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay.